Network Entertainment.
Hello everyone! Welcome to another episode of Kaya Pa Ba? At ang aking guest today is Fee Palmos. Very decorated thespian, a star of the stage and screen, and someone who I have had the great privilege of, I think, being able to call my sissy, my friend this year. Isa siya sa mga nakilala ko this year. And Diyos ko, ang dami-dami pinag-usapan. Ito yung parang actors on actors, variety, Vanity Fair, fantasy namin. But more than that, we just talk about, you know, the gift of being a Pinoy queer living these days. So enjoy this episode with Fee Palmos. Hello everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Kaya Pa Ba? At ang aking guest for today, I've had the great fortune of, I think, calling her my sissy na this year because we got to work on a very special podcast early this year. Pero siguro para lang sa mga hindi nakakaalam kung sino ang aking kasama, kailangan ko ng kodigo kasi medyo mahaba po siya. Okay, ang aking guest for today is an actor. You've seen him on stage, film, and television. Most recently, napanood ko siya sa sold-out run ng Mula sa Buwan as Rosana. Siya ay nasa Netflix movie as Ganda in the movie Dollhouse. Na-nominate din siya as Best Supporting Actor in Sila Sila. At nag-aada din siya sa Jaja Zaturna the Musical. Yun lang, I think about a little over a year ago. He's also performed on stage for Ang Huling El Bimbo, Dekada 70, Rock of Ages. Please welcome singer, advocate, and just all-around creative superstar, Fee Palmos.
Hello po. Oh my God, yung creative superstar.
Anong gusto mo?
It.
Superstar lang? Kasi hindi ka creative.
Hindi, parang parang mas okay sa akin yung creative superstar.
Yeah.
At least yung superstar, bigyan na natin kay Nora Honor National Artist.
Correct.
Mahirap yung
So sinasabi mo
kunin.
hindi siya creative?
Ang aga! Agad!
Anyways, kamusta ka today?
Mabuti ako
Aha.
today. Kasi katulad ng sinabi ko sa'yo kanina na ipasa ko ang aking report. Diyos ko, buzzer beater, pero I'm so happy about that. And today, mahaba yung tulog ko.
Okay.
Yun, kaya masaya lang. Hindi ako nag-aircon kasi malamig kagabi, umuulan.
Award.
So, those are things na
Correct.
parang little joys. Yeah.
Siguro i-enlighten natin ang audience when you say napasa mo yung report. Baka kasi akala nila ito ay police report. Okay? Bakit kailangan mo magsubmit ng report? Okay.
Yes, ako po ay estudyante sa UP Open University. I'm taking up Master of Development Communications.
Oh, wow.
Estudyante po tayo
I
ngayon.
love it. And
After almost 2 decades.
wow. I guess ang tanong, why?
Alam mo, tinanong din yan sa akin. Parang
Okay.
nag-usap kami nito natadaw hello. Sabi niya, talagang isiningit mo pa yan sa masikip mong schedule ha.
Correct.
Parang wala kang ginagawa. Pero I've been wanting to take masters na for a very, very long time. It's actually a dream na mag-masters because nakikita ko yung sarili ko na magturo.
Okay.
Oo, gusto kong magturo, gusto kong maging teacher because parang feeling ko with all the experiences na nakukuha mo sa buhay mo, parang yun yung pinaka appropriate avenue to share what you have experienced
Correct.
and what you've learned. So, yun. Tsaka parang nakikita ko lang yung sarili ko na parang when I'm like mga 50, ganyan, meron na lang isang maliit na theater guild
I love it.
na nino-nurture.
Tapos pag teacher ka na, ang tawag na nila sa ikaw na si Teacher Rubilin, di ba? If ever. Okay, so yun nga, everybody knows you to be the actor, the thespian that you are, from the screen to the stage, or maybe just acting like a fool. You can do it all, right?
We do our best.
We do our best. I guess what I want to know, when do you remember the performance bug biting you?
I think it all started with Miss Saigon.
Oh, correct.
Yun talaga. Akala ko pa yung Miss Saigon nun. Beauty contest, mami.
Ay, wow, very good. Very good. Okay.
Miss Saigon, beauty contest, tas nanalo si Lea Salonga. Siya si Miss Saigon. Ganun ko. Diyos ko, ganun ko siya naisip. Pero I have this friend, si Jana. Hello, siya na yung makeup artist ko now. So, si Jana, meron siyang tape ng Miss Saigon. Tapos it's the first time that I listened to that tape. Tapos yun na. Tapos this is in the 90s. So as in ang hirap, wala ang mahal po na mag-internet 60 pesos per hour nung time na yun.
Sa Netopia ba ito?
Sa Netopia ito.
Okay.
Sa Netopia po ito. So ang ginagawa ko, fast forward, rewind, just to write the lyrics of the songs.
Oh my God.
As in, so memorize ko yung songs because of that. So ngayon, syempre pinapakinggan mo lang, meron kang mga, ito pa talaga yung lyrics na yan. So hanggang ngayon, hindi ko pa po siya magamot. Kung ano yung sinulat ko noon, ganun yung lyrics niya sa akin. Kahit alam ko na yung tamang lyrics. I think that's the first time because I also remember na, so mag-Miss Saigon dito sa Pilipinas. Isa po akong maralitang tagalungsod na walang perang pambili ng ticket. 250 pesos ang alam ko yung balcony tickets nung time na yon. That was in 2000. Si Jana kasama ko, opening night ng Miss Saigon sa CCP. Tapos sabi ko sa kanya, bakla punta tayo doon. Baka may magbigay sa atin ng ticket. Ganyan. Tapos, nagstay lang kami doon. Tapos nakikita namin mga kotse, pumupunta sa ramp ng CCP. Ganyan. Walang nagbigay sa amin ng ticket. Pero it has always been a dream.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Tapos, naalala ko lang, wala akong napanood na live performance niya, but I remember all of the documentaries leading to the opening night of Miss Saigon. Lahat yun napanood. So pinagpipiece together ko lang yung performance footages sa ABS-CBN, sa GMA, sa RPN 9.
Okay.
As in, pinagpipiece ko lang siya. So I think yun yung first time
nakagat ka doon.
As in, kagat na kagat ako. Girl, as in. Kaya, it was a full circle moment when in Manila, kasama ko din si Jana. I was invited to watch the preview. Tapos like watching it, ang lapit ko sa stage, may nagbigay ng ticket.
I love it.
So yun.
So yun nga, that's when the performing bug bit you.
Yes.
But I guess after that, I'm sure you cultivated this passion and that one day you were gonna do it. Diba? And then I guess when you finally took that step, because sinabi mo naman na nag-work ka sa BPO dati.
Yes.
Can you take me through that? Parang back and forth na, will I do this? Can I do this? Baka hindi, baka wag na. Kasi maraming ganun eh. Diba? Before taking that big step.
Pero, alam mo, hindi ko siya, ito yon, hindi ko naisip na magiging actor ako.
Okay.
As in, like, it's never in the cards for me. As in, never ko naisip na magiging actor ako na parang, although, I love movies, and then, after that, theater bug, ang malinaw lang sa akin, ang sanctuary ko is the theater, performing. Pero not necessarily me. I remember nagtatrabaho ko sa call center, pag nai-stress ako ng malala, I have to watch a show. I'll look for a show. At mahirap lang sa akin kasi, syempre yung mga kasama ko, because mahal manood ng theater. So wala ako usually kasama. I'm always alone, ganyan. Pero yun, pag stressed ako, kung yung iba, nagta-travel, soul-searching, I need to watch a show. So ganon siya sa akin. Pero never kong naisip na like mag-perform. Siguro konti, pero as in I brush it off agad. So ganon talaga siya sa akin. I think nung nagkaroon ako ng mga kakilala sa theater, tapos sinasama nila ako sa mga cast party, ganyan. Kasi naalala ko, multiply. So doon ko po nahanap yung mga, pagkatapos ko manood ng show, hanapin ko sila sa Multiply. Tapos they're very kind. Tapos they will reply. Na parang nakita ko yung nila, may pinost sila, hello po, nanood po ako, ganyan, blah, blah, blah. Magre-reply sila, oh, how do you find the show? Ganyan, ganyan. Tapos they will have conversations. I remember that's where I've met Tax Rotakyo, the original Ada, Richie Chan.
Okay.
Sila dyan, Gibbs Cadiz. Diyan ako nagkakaroon ng interaction sa kanila. So ako, masaya ako doon. But I think when I was 25 years old, doon nagkaroon ng ano bang ginagawa ko? Ganyan. So ang tagal ko na ding nanonood ng theater. I also have friends from the theater. And then, one of my closest friends, one of my best friends, sabi niya, I think mag-resign ka na dyan sa work mo. Kasi hindi ka na masaya. Bakit hindi mo itry mag-theater? Hindi pa siya nangyari agad kasi ang unang nangyari sa akin ay naging stand-up comedian ako. So, kumakanta ako sa bar, ganyan-ganyan. Tapos, naalala ko noon, I was singing. Tapos, ang mga kinakanta ko nga, Broadway songs, musical theater, ganyan-ganyan.
Because what else would you sing, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So, naalala ko yung may-ari, sabi niya sa akin, gusto mong mag-set dito? Try lang natin every Wednesday, tapos gawin nating Broadway Day, Broadway Yoki yung Wednesday. Tapos dun lang siya nagsimula. So like, I'm just performing. Medyo malapit, pero it's not theater performing.
No, but it makes a lot of sense because I think these days, parang you kind of have to self-produce your opportunities these days para like to make it happen.
Yes.
And parang you were already doing it like pre-social media if you kind of think about it that way.
Oo nga, no?
Diba?
Hindi ko naisip.
Parang
Pero,
ganun siya.
Oo, ganun lang siya nangyari. O sige po, try ko pong every Wednesday. I'm still doing my full-time work there. So, naalala ko, parang non-voice ako. So, nakahanap ako ng account na non-voice. Tapos, ang ginagawa ko, pinapakinggan ko, inaaral ko na yung mga songs ko habang sumasagot ako ng email.
Wow!
Tapos, naalala ko, I was studying this, yung version ni Christine Chenoweth ng Maybe This Time. Di ba may high note? From Glee.
Okay.
So, may high note siya dun din na di ako pinapakinggan ko lang. Tapos yung mga katabi ko, nandun na sa high note. Napapaganon siya.
Eksena nito.
Oh, bakla masyadong malakas. Yung ganyan, kasi inaaral ko siya. Yung ganyan. So, after ng shift, pupunta ako doon. Tapos, magseset ako, ganyan. So, may audiences ako, friends, ganyan. So, that Wednesday, nadagdagan siya ng, sige, pwede ka nang mag-Friday. So, pinartner na ako dun sa mga nagseset talaga. Tapos, meron ka na ding Saturday set. Yung mga ganon. Then slowly, nag-resign ako sa BPO, ganyan. Pero, I got involved with NGO work. Pero, doon na nagsimula.
Correct.
Doon na nagsimula na, okay, I'm performing.
I guess in that moment, were you conscious na parang, wait, I'm getting an education in performing without having to, get a degree for it? Because for me, experience is the best teacher. And like, based on your story, it seemed like you were getting like very, very valuable lessons in real time, in the real world.
Kinilabutan ako dun sa sinabi
diba?
mo. Because, pag tinatanong kasi ako, parang meron ka bang degree sa theater, ganyan-ganyan. Hindi, it's really, everything is really based on experience. Kaya nga, ang lagi kong sinasabi sa mga aspiring theater actors, you have to watch shows. Because really, that's the best teacher. And then, if you'll be given that chance to like talk to actors, because most of the time, kapag nag-stage door kami, we'll have that conversation with you. Take that. Kasi ako talaga, dahil ang babait, ang bubuti, ang welcoming, nung mga taong hinahanap ko sa Multiply, sa FB,
correct,
ganyan. Tapos talagang they ask me what I think. Mas ang sarap niya sa pakiramdam. And as you said, hindi ko na-realize na that's an education for me.
Yeah.
Oo. So, I'm just very lucky and just very fortunate na ito yung mga nakahalubilo at naka-interact kong mga tao.
I love it. And then eventually you got into your first professional production, which
is Ibalong at the CCP.
Okay.
CCP, ate. First professional production, CCP.
Dati nag-aabang ka lang ng tickets doon, di ba?
Oo. That's it. So CCP, ang saya because naalala ko, it was Tax Rotakyu who directed it. Tapos nakilala ko si Sir Tax, tapos nagkaroon kami ng affinity sa isa't isa because favorite niya si Barbra Streisand and I'm a Barbra Streisand fan as well. So naalala, dahil alam niyang kumakanta ako, ang sabi niya lang sa akin, mag-audition ka, kailangan ko yung boses mo doon.
Kailangan ko yung boses mo doon.
Yun.
Grabe, no? Like yung instrument mo, I'm seeing it in... Oh, that's gotta be
Alam mo, kinikilabutan na naman ako because these things are just stories to me. ngayon na sinasabi mo siya pabalik na parang, oo nga no, because that's his word, his exact words. Kailangan ko yung boses mo doon. Tapos, he just, said that in jest. As in, kailangan ko yung boses mo, mo doon, mag-audition ka. And then I did. Tapos I
Wow.
got in, and that's where I've met Mike Salomon. Hindi pa siya musical director noon, he's our lead. Pero ang saya-saya lang nung prod na yon. So nag-set talaga yun ng standard sa akin na parang dapat ganito yung mga prod, because after ng production na yon, meron kaming tour sa Bicol, and then we had a
Wow.
rerun. So parang sabi ko, so ganito po ba sa theater? Yung ganon. Pero well, apparently hindi, because not every show
Correct.
will have a rerun, not every show will have a
Correct.
tour. Pero for a budding
Correct.
newbie like me, it was everything that I could really wish for a
Yeah.
production.
So I think everything up until that point was pretty romantic, no?
Romantic.
Diba you dream of a dream, someday you're gonna pursue that dream, and then you do it works out. It's quite romantic. But I guess, dahil nandito nga ang pangalan ng show ay Kaya Pa Ba, aanhin natin yung mga romantic parts na yan. Doon tayo sa mga masasakit, sa mapapait. And I think it's one thing to parang finally be able to do that dream you've been wanting to do. But I guess committing to it, staying true to that dream na parang I'm still gonna muscle through. Because I'm sure like, you go on so many auditions and then they may wear and tear din yun, di ba? Na parang, wait, ano ba talagang hinahanap nyo? Or ako ba? Meron pa ba? Can you take me through those times na parang in between getting or booking really prestigious or shiny gigs, kamusta yung mga ganong, or kamusta yung mga days na yun? Like in between?
Laging may doubts. Kasi most of the time, alam mo, kapag nagpunta ka kasi sa audition, alam mo na kaya ko to eh.
Correct.
'Di ba? Kaya ko to. Alam kong para sa akin to. Tapos whenever you don't get the role, laging ang tanong mo is, ano bang kulang? Parang pag-ibig, saan ba ako nagkulang? Yung ganyan. But I realized na it's not really a comment on your on your talent, ganyan. Yung parang hindi ko lang sinasabi at nagyayabang ka na parang magaling ako. Pero it's good kasi na na sabihin din yun sa sarili mo na hindi ka man magaling pero may galing kang hinuhone mo at tinatrabaho mo. And I think it's very important that you tell that to yourself. So pag may mga ganong moments, ako, para sa akin, ang pinaka-importante is you really have that support group. Like, co-actors and friends who understands na hindi ka ipe-patronize. Na parang, ay, alam mo, girl, hindi. Nako, it's their loss. Na parang yung ganyan. Hindi. Na parang also very critical of you. Na parang, paano mo ba ginawa? And then nakikita mo kung ano yung kailangan mong i-improve. Ano pa yung kailangan mong i-work on.
Correct.
So, it's okay na, alam mo yun, parang heartbreak, okay lang na mag-inuman kayo after because there are roles that gustong-gusto mo. As in, gustong-gusto mo. Pero hindi sa'yo na ibibigay. And I think kailangan yun because it balances things out. Na parang kung hindi nangyayari yun sa'yo, paano mo i-cherish pa yung mga bagay na nabibigay sa'yo. And I really believe in perfect timing.
Yeah.
I really believe na everything is written. Parang wala ka na kasing magagawa dahil nakasulat na. You just have to be sensitive enough of the energy and the signs that the universe is telling you and making you feel. Kasi parang minsan kasi sobra tayong, hindi, may goal. So dapat dapat mangyari to.
Ako yun ako yung hinahanap nila.
Oo, ako yun na parang, ano ba, description nila, bakla, mapayat, kumakanta, funny. Ako yun! Bakit hindi ako yung nakuha? Ganyan. So, pero, hindi, dahil sobrang fixated natin dun sa goal na yon, hindi natin nararamdaman at nakikita na nilid pala tayo. And para sa akin, ang perfect talagang example niyan ay Ang Huling El Bimbo.
Tell me about that story.
Because I auditioned for Ang Huling El Bimbo, I got called back, I didn't get the part. As in, wala. So sabi ko, okay.
For the same role?
No, ako gusto ko lang maging ensemble
Okay.
kasi anong tawag dito, it's Razorheads.
Aha.
It's a new jukebox musical
Mhm.
and it's Mike. Tapos parang that's also the time of Rock of Ages and parang gusto kong may gawin ng bago. So, kaya gustong-gusto kong maging part. And also, hello, hello Newport Resorts World. Mahusay silang magbigay ng bayad. During that time. And then, you as an actor, a working actor, gusto kong makapag-work dun kasi mataas daw silang magbayad, ganyan. Yun lang yung goal.
Mhm.
Yun lang yung goal. And then hindi ako nakuha. Tapos, iniiyak mo yon. Tapos, may sumalo naman na Rock of Ages. It's fine. Pero, alam mo yon,
Yeah,
parang,
of course.
you have this thought na parang, paano kaya kung kasama ka nun? Then you watch the show and then,
And it's natural to want more. Diba?
exactly.
Yeah.
Oo, parang hindi dapat tayo mahiya
Correct.
tungkol doon. So, hindi nangyari. Ganyan. And then, I think 2018, latter part of 2018, there's going to be a rerun. I was asked to audition. Tas wala sa isip ko that it's going to be a role or something. Wala talaga sa isip ko na, parang nasa isip ko, kailangan nila ng ensemble. Kasi sabi ko, kahit ensemble lang. Kasi nga malaki yung bayad.
Huwag tayo mag-deny. Mukha tayong pera,
Oo,
okay?
mukha tayong pera.
Okay.
Diyos ko, kailangan natin yan. Tapos, it was Tita Menchu who said na they want me to read for a role. So, okay po, sige po. But during that time, I'm going to attend a conference in New York. Because as an advocate po, ganyan, naatasan po tayo na mag-talk doon sa UN on tuberculosis. Tapos nandun ako sa side ng HIV and AIDS. So, yun po. New York yun, mami.
Pucha, pang pelikula to, no? Do you read for this role or do you go to New York?
Kaya ang paniniwala ko talaga, yung nakasulat lahat. Because, sabi ko, Tita Mench, I'll be going to New York po. Parang ito po yung date ng pag-uwi ko. And most of the time kasi, kung hindi mo magagawa yung reading, at saka
Ekis ka
nakasked.
na.
Oo, nakasked yan eh.
Correct.
Ang hirap ayusin ang sked ng artistic team,
Correct.
audition and all. Tapos, okay, I'll get back to you. In my head, akala ko talaga na parang wala na to. Pero hindi ko pwedeng ipagpalit yung New York.
Correct.
First time kong mag-New
It
York.
is the concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
Exactly, 'di ba? So parang oh my God, that's the city that never sleeps. Saka Broadway, mami.
Correct. I'm sure nakapila na yung Broadway list mo. no?
Totoo! Nakapila na yan, nakaplano na yan.
Okay.
Diyos ko, so parang hindi pwede ganyan. So I'll get back to you. Tapos sabi ni Tita Mench, tapos bumalik siya sa akin, tapos sabi niya, okay, we'll do the reading pag uwi mo.
Award.
That's the first. Okay, we'll do the... So sabi ko, oh my God, it's big. Ganyan. So pag uwi ko, I did the audition. Eto na. Audition. Sinuro sa amin yung kanta. At ang pinaka-importanteng kanta dun sa young cast ay ang kantang Alapaap.
Mhm.
Tinuro yung kanta. Nakuha ko naman yung kanta. Pero nung kinakanta na namin sa harap ng panel, pumiyok ang bakla. Yes po, nang malali. I can still remember yung tunog nung piyok na yun talaga. Tapos pagkapiyok ko, sabi ko talaga, hindi ko na to makukuha. Hindi ko na to makukuha. Kasi sino namang kukuha sa'yo nang pumiyok ka na, girl? As in, ganyan. So sabi ko, okay, ganyan. Tapos ang sabi ko na sa sarili ko, kasi there's, tatlo yun eh. Alapaap, we'll sing Aling Nena, and then we'll read a scene from the show. So sabi ko, okay, i-enjoy ko na lang to. Sabi ko talaga, as in,
Baklain na lang na.
enjoy na lang natin, baklain na lang natin to. Ito naman yung rason kung bakit mo ko tinawag. Yun na. Ganun na lang gawin natin. So I did Aling Nena, it was fun, and then I did the scene. Ganyan. Pagkatapos nun, uwi. So nung time na, syempre, Newport, pag nag-jeep ako eh. Pag nag-jeep ka kasi from Newport, dadaanan mo ang Baclaran
Aha.
Church. So nasa jeep si Bakla.
Dasal si Bading.
Bakla, kita ko yung Baclaran. Mapara po. So bumaba. Bumaba po tayo sa
Gusto ko
Baclaran.
yung may eksena ka ng para po, close-up shot.
Yes!
Ganon.
As in, mapara po. Baba, ganyan. Tapos nagtirik ang bakla ng kandila. Totoo to. Nagtirik ako ng kandila. Because, sabi ko, ay hindi pa din ako nakakapagpasalamat for the opportunity of New York.
Aha.
Ganyan. So, dasal si bakla, thank you, Lord, ganyan, blah, blah, blah. Alam ko, bibigyan nyo sa akin kung sa akin to, ganyan. Usual thing. Paglabas ni Bading, bumibili ako ng case ng cellphone sa bangketa. Yan. Tapos, nag-message
Newport.
ang First Lady of Philippine Musical Theater, Menchu Lauchenko Yulo. Sabi, Fee, can I call you? Sabi niya. Okay. So sabi ko, hindi, in my head, hindi talaga ako natanggap.
Okay.
Kasi, kilala ko naman si Tita Menchu eh. So, meron kaming relationship na gano'n. Matanggap man ako o hindi, alam kong i-message niya
Tatawag
ako.
siya. Yeah.
Oo. So, sabi ko, okay. So, alam ko na. Ganyan, wala. Okay. Tapos, bilang First Lady of Philippine Musical Theater siya, may drama siya. Kasi sabi niya, kasing ganito nga to. Hello, Fee. Hello po, Tita Menchu. So you got the part? May ganon! Naloka talaga ako! As in! Tapos, again, nasa bangketa tayo bumibili ng case. As in, napaganon ako. Tapos yung nagbebenta. Sabi niya, sabi niya, ganyan nagbebenta.
Naging Wendy Ramos movie siya bigla, no?
Oo, as in. Tapos niya, okay. Tapos sabi niya, okay, but okay, here's the thing. But you can't use your female voice. We'd like you to use your chest voice, your natural voice, ganyan. During that time, I'm taking voice lessons na because I'm going to do Mula sa Buwan.
Oh.
So, ang sabi ko sa kanya, the 2018 arete run. So, sabi ko sa kanya, I'm one step ahead of you, Tita Mench. Nag-voice lessons po ako, ganyan. Oh, that's good. Okay, so I'll see you next year, ganyan, blah, blah, blah. Tapos, pagkatapos nun, balik si bakla sa simbahan para magpasalamat at magdasal. So, ang sabi ko talaga nun, kung hindi nakasulat ang lahat, 'di ba? Kung ang paniniwala lang talaga natin ay pumiyok ka, hindi ka makukuha. Pero if it's really meant for you, it's for you. No one can take it away from you.
Yeah.
Yun talaga yung realization ko. Pero, ang perfect ingredient doon, and I think the most important ingredient I showed up. I went to the audition.
Yeah.
Kasi kung hindi ako nagpunta doon, kahit para sa'yo yan, hindi yun mabibigay sa'yo. So, the value of showing up, yun yung na-realize ko. Na parang pwede kasing nahiya ako. Tapos, wag na, hindi na po, ganyan-ganyan. Kung hindi ako nagpunta, wala. Or kung hindi ko ginawa ng paraan at sinabi ko na, Tita Mench, kasi ganito po.
Jetlagged ako or something,
Exactly,
diba? Yeah,
diba? Pero, kasi pwede yun eh.
Oh.
At meron akong ginagawa. At nagre-rehearse na ako ng Mula sa Buwan noon. Pwede kasing ganyan. Pero I showed up.
Wow.
So, yun yung para sa akin. Nakasulat ang lahat. Everything is preordained. Pero ang kagandahan nun, hindi natin alam kung anong nakasulat. Yun.
So you talk about showing up. So I guess these days, how do you show up na like for auditions? Knowing na parang, you have a stronger sense of self. You know what you bring to the table. You've conquered demons, doubts already. These days, when you enter an audition, what is the currency you give yourself para, you get to show up for yourself?
Ako when I go to audition, tama ka dun na alam mo na kasi kung sino ka. You know what to bring to the table. You have this sense of yourself that you've held in your heart and in your core for the longest time with all these experiences. Kapag meron ka kasi nun, hindi ka kinakabahan. Pero mas at ease. Laging may kaba. Kasi ako naniniwala ako, kapag hindi ka na kinakabahan, kabahan ka na. Laging dapat may kaba. Because ibig sabihin nun, you put worth into whatever it is that you're doing.
Yeah.
So parang dapat may kaba. So ako, at saka kailangan mong tingnan kung ano yung role na ino-audition mo. Does it resonate with you? So, ano yung maibibigay mo doon sa role? And based on my experience, laging kung ano yung, this is cliche, pero laging kung ano yung pinakatotoo sa'yo, yun talaga yung pinaka ma-offer mo doon sa role.
Yeah.
It's not the technicality or of your voice, the technique, or whatever, the school of acting, Meisner ba yan, Chabak, or
Correct.
Strasberg, Stanislavski, hindi yun eh. Ano yung like pinakatotoo sa'yo? Because para sa akin, hindi ako naniniwala doon sa proseso na tatanggalin mo yung buong pagkatao mo and you're a blank canvas. Tapos biglang isusuot mo yung character. Kasi kapag binasa mo na kaagad yung character description, you have an opinion on the character na eh. Hindi ka blankong pumupunta at tinatakil yung character. Meron na kaagad. So parang para sa akin, ano yung nag-resonate sa akin? Ano yung nakita kong totoo dun sa character na totoo sa akin? Yun ang impetus ko. Impetus? yun yung impetus ko of going to audition. Kaya when I go to audition, kung hindi man ako makuha, kasi Mami, this year, nakadalawang audition ako. It's an online audition pero dalawang ligwak.
Oo. And ikaw, but siya na yan. Nagsasabi na yan ng impetus ngayon. Oo.
Diba?
Oh.
Pero, masaya ako dun sa audition na binigay ko because it is something truthful. Kaya nga, laging sinasabi na ang hirap ng trabaho ng actor because it's always a bit of yourself that you put out there.
Yeah.
As in, isa siyang hibla ng pagkatao mo, ng kaibuturan mo na sa audition inilalabas mo. And that's something that you can take again. Hindi mo na siya maibabalik.
Correct.
Parang once nabigay mo na yun, nandun na yun. Kaya ang hirap niya. So, kailangan kang maging at peace na, okay, it is something that resonated with me. It is something na I really want to do. So kahit hindi ako nakuha, at least there's a truth na binigay ko dun sa audition.
Yeah.
Kaya yung dalawang audition na yun this year na hindi ako nakuha, masaya na ako. Siyempre may comment ako nung nakita ko na siyang...
Kung sino yung kinuha.
Yung mga ganyan. Na parang,
kwento niya yun eh.
Oo, kung ako sana. So yung mga ganyan.
Kumbaga, you can still let the universe like execute its plan, but you're still allowed to be maasim and petty.
Totoo! Diyos ko, I'm sure. Kung si Lord nga nagagalit, di ba? Jesus Christ na yun, nagalit nung nagkalat sa templo. Tayo ba naman? Tao lang tayo.
Correct.
Petty tayo, di ba? So, ako yun. Pero, ako naman ang nakikita ko kapag gano'n, it's an opportunity. Parang hindi ka nakuha. So, it's an opportunity for other people. Kasi, isipin mo naman, madami naman na ako din nagawa.
Correct. Exactly. That was gonna be my next point. You continue to have an amazing career that breaks a lot of ground for queer people. I mean, I got to see you sa last run nung Mula sa Buwan. And then I got to see you rin sa Arete nung 2018.
Wow.
I don't think, hindi pa tayo magkakilala nun. And first of all, just seeing the queer joy that you exude when you perform is really so blissful. And it gives me permission as a queer artist na parang, tangina, kaya pa, baklain pa natin. Kasi tingnan mo siya, binabakla niya and sobrang galing and sobrang powerful. But also more than that great Becky energy that you bring, if you dissect like the technicality that you bring to the performance, Mama, it is a lot and it is very rich and it is very delicious. Especially yung number mo when you do a solo dun sa club or cabaret.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the song.
Manifesto.
Yun pa lang, it's so good. It is so
Thank
good.
you.
And your voice has this clarity, and then the breath support is there. There are healthy belts. My chest voice, my head voice, my mix. As hindi pong, ano pang kailangan nyo?
My God, thank you.
Diba? Parang yung number din is parang calling card mo siya eh. Na tipong, ano bang kaya ko? Ito po. Wala po ako hindi kaya. That's also why I love it. I think that number is such a great vessel for every single extraordinary thing you have in your body. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, and thank you for that. So, nagpaka-funny lang ako ng kaunti.
Thank you, Baus.
But I want to talk about representation because whether you like it or not, that performance or you doing that role holds a lot of representation. When people say it to you na parang it's very important or like, grabe nagagawa nito for the community, Like, how do you internalize that? What does representation mean to you?
Para sa akin, it's such a pressure.
Uh-huh.
Pero it's a pressure that I would welcome every single day because of how important it is. Kasi tayong mga bakla, ang daming mga pagkakataon, roles, scenario na ipinlanta sa isip natin na hindi pwedeng mangyari. And ako, ang pinakapaniniwala ko about representation ay yung mga imposibleng yun, kahit imposible siya sa isip natin, para maging posible siya, kailangan natin siyang makita. It can be fantastical. Just a tour na. 'Di ba? A guy falling in love with a queer person na hinabol niya talaga ha, dahil kahit ang arte-arte ni Ada. Pa-girl si bakla. Pero hindi ba yun posible? Imposible ba siyang mangyari? Hindi. So, para sa akin, representation gives hope. Parang, sino ba yun? Si Viola Davis ata yung nagsabi nun na parang, para sa kanya, ang representation is seeing a person do a manifestation of that's something that you want. So parang kailangan mo munang makita bago siya maging posible sa'yo.
Yeah.
So kaya siya pressure. Kasi nung una naman, nung nag-audition ako para sa Mula sa Buwan, ang simula lang yan ay walang nagre-resonate sa aking role, kundi yung role ni Rosana.
Correct.
Yun lang talaga
Yun ang i-push natin.
True. Tapos, sabi ko kay Pat Valera, nag-message ako sa kanya because we just finished doing Dekada 70, his thesis during that time. Tapos ang sabi ko kay Pat, pwede ba akong mag-audition for Rosana? Tapos it's something din na hindi naman naisip ni Pat. So sabi niya, sige, try natin. So I auditioned for Rosana. It was a gamble.
Yeah.
It was really a gamble. Pero pupunta din yun dun sa sinabi mo kanina, ano ba yung na-offer ko? Ano yung ma-offer ko? Kasi naalala ko yung audition na yun, it was down to 4 people. Tas hindi sila makapili.
3 babae at isang vavai.
Actually, because it was Matel Patayon, Rona Rostata, Lance Reblando. Pero hindi pa siya nag-transition nung time na yun eh. And then me. So, siya, para siyang The Voice Battle Rounds. So, we're singing the same song.
Award. Oh.
Tapos, bahala kayo. Ganyan. Siguro, yung my sense of self na parang I always believe in stillness. Na there's really power in stillness. Na parang I'll be able to convey this message just by looking at you and making you feel something. So, yun yung ginawa ko. Hindi ako, sensuality, ganon.
Correct.
Nakatayo lang ako.
Yeah,
ganyan.
your take on that character, there is a stillness, but at the same time, a tenacity to like everything that Rosana did. And yeah, you're right. I love how intentional you were with that because I also got that. So,
thank you.
Yeah.
Kasi parang I realized kasi during that number, everyone is dancing. Na parang, tapos that's really the most intricate dance in the show. As in, ito yung, kung magpo-perform kami sa Tony Awards, yun yung ipo-perform. Diba?
Swerte mo.
True. Buti na lang. Yun. So, ang naisip ko is to counterpoint it na parang there's this presence na parang yes, you have this big number happening but there's this presence here singing the lyrics to what they are dancing to. So parang sabi ko yun, but there's a certain sensuality and stillness dapat. So I'm glad that you felt that
and thank you for sharing. Like I'm getting a peek into your instincts as an actor, which is I think literally the instrument of actors. So thank you for trying to just deconstruct it that way. I love it.
Yeah, because ako parang naniniwala kasi ako na na parang laging parang pinaka-interesting yung okay, ina-expect ka nilang umiyak pero hindi ka iiyak. So by the time na iiyak ka,
it's earned.
it's earned.
Yep.
Na parang, na parang may, for example, someone, parang, your heart was broken. There's so many planes and choices that you can make. Kasi ang dami na nating nakitang na heart broken. Hindi naman lahat sila umiiyak. So, saan ka lang umiiyak?
Correct.
So, parang para sa akin, mas interesting yun, na parang, hindi ako iiyak dito kasi alam kong nakakaiyak na to. Iiyak ako kapag humahagulgul na kayo kasi mas affecting siya.
Love
yung ganon,
it.
Yung
Ganon.
ganon. So,
Wala
so
pang
yun.
theater degree yan, O, diba?
Pero these are because
Correct.
of, watching and
Correct.
conversation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yun talaga.
Ganda. So, yun nga. So, the power of Rosanna, diba? You being cast on that role. But I guess, what I am curious to find out is these big roles you've taken on, like kunya, si Rosanna required you to risk a lot because you gambled, diba? When that eventually paid off, what did that teach parang your personhood? Anong life lesson na mga nabigay niya sa'yo? Kasi I feel like roles / projects also have a way of gifting us with lessons to take with us to whatever the next task is. So like with Rosanna in particular, what were some of the shifts in you?
Hindi kasi ako go-getter na tao. I'm really timid. I know my place. Ganyan ako eh. Parang I'm almost like a pushover. My friends would attest to this. Na parang, parang, pwede mo nga sabihin na bait-baitan ako eh. Pero, ganun lang talaga ako. I know my place. This is my turf. I'll stay. This is my lane. I'll stay in my lane. But Rosanna taught me na, every now and then you can gamble and pwedeng mag-pay off.
Ganda.
Pwedeng mag-pay off. So I think yun yung itinuro sa akin ni Rosanna. Kasi kapag tingnan mo yung character ng Rosanna, yes, mother. Rosanna is mothering,
Correct.
as in nurturing, ganyan. Parang she will inspire you to do the things that you love, ganyan. Malayang maging ako, ganyan. Be who you are, ganyan. Pero kapag tiningnan mo, paano siya nakarating doon? So, parang Rosanna gambled as well. And that pushed Rosanna to push other people as well. And I think yun yung nakuha ko noon. Because, again, it was a gamble eh. Pwede kasing humindi si Pat. Now,
Exactly.
Hindi. Yeah. Diba? Hindi kasi dapat lang, babae lang.
Correct.
Kung maaano tayo. Diba? Yung
Correct.
ganyan. Pero, nag-yes siya eh. And I'm here. I was able to play it. So I think yun yung pinaka na ituro niya sa akin kasi feeling ko magkapareho kami. Ba again yung process ko nga ng pagpili ng characters na yung nag-resonate sa akin. Nag-resonate sa akin na na nurturing, that nurturing side of Rosanna, pero tinuruan niya ako to be a go-getter. Na hindi, na parang, sige, ang tawag dito, hindi kayo pinapansin sa labas, dito sa cabaret ko, magsayawan tayo. Yung ganun, because I'm never like that. So, I think, yun talaga na maging go-getter. At nag-translate naman yun sa, yun nga, parang mag-audition ako, may role ba dyan for me? Kasi kung wala naman, bakit pa?
Correct.
Bakit pa? Ganyan. Or, naalala ko, for Judges at Tour na, because my dream role is really Ada. It's my dream role. Tapos naalala ko, may taping ako noon and all. Pero kinausap ko si Missy. Na parang, Missy, alam mo kung paano ako magtrabaho. Ganyan, kaya lang mayroon akong lock-in taping. Isang audition lang ang mapupuntahan ko, pero I like this role. Sabi ko. Siguro meron na din nung factor na I've carved a niche and a name in
body
theater.
Of work,
a body of work. Ganyan. That gave me confidence. Pero, yun, feeling ko if I'm Fee before, hindi po pwede
sige
pag walang
po,
audition. Sige
time
po.
na lang.
Sige, next time na lang. Pero baka po feeling ko ganon. So, kaya din, yung Rosanna is really close to my heart because parang ang tapang niya. Pero there's a certain tenderness in her to be able to nurture all these misfits and fools.
Ganda.
So, yun.
So, we've talked a lot about you as an actor. And then kanina sa start ng episode, minention mo na, you're taking up your master's now. You're on your first year, right? You just
Yes.
started.
Mm-mm.
One would think that the accolades that you already have as an actor, your achievements, parang, I guess the question is yun nga, like, why still study? Why nurture other ambitions, nurture other dreams? You also continue to be an advocate. I guess just a fuller understanding of you outside the actor that also inform you being an actor.
Siguro it's dahil naging mabuti yung mga tao sa paligid ko, it's a form of giving back. And also because as I said, hindi ko naman nakita yung sarili ko na magiging actor ako or something, pero may naniwala. This is going to be a Lady Gaga moment. yung ganun kasi may naniwala na kailangan ko yung boses mo.
Mm-hmm.
Yung simple phrase, a simple sentence na may pangangailangan doon sa isang bagay na hindi mo naman nakita for the longest time na substantial or essential, kumbaga. So kaya ako nag-aaral at saka hindi nga siya hindi siya in a way related sa arts. It's communication. It's development communication because naniniwala ako na pwede din nating tingnan yung performances in the lens of communication. Paano siya mas magiging epektibo? Because performing is a way to communicate. There's so many things, there's so many layers ng isang performance. At performance pa lang yun ng isang actor, you're not looking at it as a whole production. So, para sa akin, yun din it's part of me being an artist na gusto kong mag-contribute doon sa audience development natin na parang kapag sinabi ng mga tao na pangit yan, bakit yan pangit?
Correct.
Hindi mo pwedeng i-dismiss lang ang isang bagay na pangit just because pangit lang siya. Hindi siya pwedeng taste level lang. There should be hindi naman deeper but at least an informed opinion. Why do you say something is bad? Why is it Kasi kapag sinabi lang natin na pangit ang isang bagay, anong nako-contribute niyan sa cultural discussion ng mga bagay-bagay? Paano yan makakatulong dun sa industriya na ginagalawan natin? So kaya din ako nagma-masters is because I want to teach. I want in a way inspire because isa pang kaya malapit sa puso ko yung Rosana. I think na-mention ko to dun sa podcast natin na hindi ko alam na ganun kalaki yung effect niya na may isang tao na nung napanood yung performance ko as Rosana, shifted from creative writing to theater arts. And kaya siya nag-creative writing is because akala niya walang puwang para sa kanya. Walang role na mabibigay sa kanya. And me playing Rosana gave that person the realization na hindi pala may role, may place para sa akin. So, yun, parang gusto kong magbalik. Kasi so many things and so much has been given to me na and bumabalik siya sa representation na parang, bakla ka, bakla ako. I'm your conventional gay, femme, queer, loud, but I'm intelligent. I have the talent, ganyan. So, okay lang yan. It's okay to be who you are, to be truly who you are, and then have more. And then share more to other people. Kasi pwede siya.
And ask, di ba? Ganun yung ginawa mo dun kay Rosana, tinanong mo, kaya pa ba? I mean, like, kaya pa ba? Pwede bang bakla to? Kaya ba? Di ba? So, yeah. So, I guess, before I let you go, you've shared so much. Thank you, by the way, for everything you've shared.
Thank you, Baus.
But, for this last segment of the show, we like to go back in time. And just try to use the wisdom that we have now. So na-mention mo kanina na, there were periods in your life wherein after an audition, it's quite hard to pick yourself up. Like, a lot of doubts, you question everything. So I guess just try to remember maybe an audition that you really wanted that didn't go your way and you kind of like beat yourself for it for not getting the job. Knowing what you know now, how would you talk to that version of Fee?
O, Fee. O, so hindi mo nakuha. Anong gagawin mo next time? Hindi ibig sabihin na hindi ka talented, na hindi ka magaling. Hindi ka pa magaling, pero may galing ka. At dadating ka dun na magiging mahusay ka. And you will be celebrated. Pero may mga tao sa paligid mo who will really tear you apart and will try na hilahin ka pababa. And it's fine because paano mo hihilahin ng isang tao pababa kung wala siya sa taas? So, ibig sabihin, you're doing something right. And you just continue in doing that something right. Being true to yourself, being true to your friends, nurturing them to the best of your ability. Dadating yung time na parang feeling mo ubos ka, hindi totoong ubos ka. Pagod ka lang, girl. So, hanap ka ng show, commune with your friends, and then after that, laban ulit. Kasi, great things are coming your way. As in, hindi mo alam kung gaano kaganda in the years to come. So, laban.
Thank you, sis.
Thank you so much.
And especially that last line, given what I know now of what's coming soon, I'm telling you guys, something big is coming soon that involves this being from another planet, and it will be Gaggy.
Gaggy.
It's the term, right?
Yes,
Gaggy is the term.
It is. Oh my God, wow, sis. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I love you so much, sis. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sis.
And that is it for Kaya Pa Ba? With my guest for today, Fee Palmos. Maraming salamat, everyone.
Yay! Kaya pa ba? Kayang-kaya.
Yes!
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.